Welcome back to MaxTradesCrypto. Today we're going to be doing two scenarios on the shorter term time frame and doing some education as well. So starting on the shorter term time frame, we are looking at still on the 4-hourly time frame this 1-2 towards the upside. Now remember, we have a few different scenarios that can occur after a correction, either a 1 2 3 4 5 or a 1 2 3 4 5 where wave 1 and wave 4 overlap. Currently we are looking at this as our main scenario, a 1 2 in white that continues all the way up, followed by a 4 5 like that, 1 2 3 4 5, and inside this white wave 3 we have another 1 2 3 4 5 in green. We are still looking to complete this green wave 4. That's currently the range we are in. So if we look at what is happening now, we are in this green wave 4 on the hourly time frame. It can be very possible that this entire range here is a formation of one wave 4 instead of two, but at the moment I track this as another finished 5-wave move inside the green wave 3. So if we look currently, we are currently targeting this box here at 0.236 at 94,969 to the 0.5 at 80,528. The invalidation for this wave 4 would be the 0.618 at 74,800, but we are nowhere close to there yet, and we still expect bullish price action on the chart. But if we look at our first scenario at the moment, our main scenario. On our main scenario, we are looking at a WXY. So if I'm going to do some education today, we're going to look at how a WXY is formed and what forms inside those sub-degree waves. So a WXY is a 3-wave structure, often a correction, a W, X, and a Y. Very standard. I can make it a bit bigger. WXY. Here, inside these moves, need to be 3-wave structures again. So we need to have in this W an A B, and a wave C, right? In this X, another 3-wave structure, and in this Y, another A, B, and wave C. This is how the chart is supposed to look in a perfect world. Now, if we were to zoom in inside this ABC, right? If I take this here and move this being that ABC over here. Inside this wave A, we are going to have a 5-wave structure. Inside this wave B, we are going to have a 3-wave structure. And inside this wave C, we are going to have a 5-wave structure again. So this is called a 5-3-5 on the chart. That is a standard ABC. So if ABCs make up WXYs, we are looking for these inside these, right? Inside the Y wave and ABC, inside the X wave and ABC, inside the W wave and ABC as well. But inside the ABC, a 5-3-5. So if we go back to the chart now, we can see here that this is our main scenario on the chart. We have a W down from the high, an X, and then another Y down. So if we are looking at an A, B, and wave C, and then we are looking at for a 3-wave structure in X, in this case a W, X, and possibly a Y, and then followed by another A, B, C in Y to finish off this wave 4. That would finish off this entire corrective structure, and then we are looking for higher prices towards that $120,000-$130,000 target. But at the moment, volume is very low in the crypto space, and this does indeed often happen in these wave 4s. So very possible that this correction is soon to be over. Now, let me just delete all these brushes here, as these are all the education drawings. Now, if that being our main scenario, in our second scenario here, we have possibly, instead of this move being a WXY, this X is possibly finished already, meaning that we have a W, a sharp X to the upside, and now are looking for that ABC in Y. Remember, we need the ABC in W, the ABC in X, and the ABC in Y. So WXY with an ABC in Y. Now, that would mean that in the ABC, we have a 5-3-5, remember from the drawings. So we are looking for, in the a 5-wave move that we possibly have here in a diagonal. And then we are looking for a 3-wave structure in B, and then another 5-wave structure in C. This is the second scenario on the chart, and still targeting this green box. Now, the very common denominator obviously in this range is this green box. If you had invested any time in the last ages in this green box, you would have made a significant amount of money. I mean, this green box has been touched multiple times from the high at the purple wave 3 that we made. Currently looking at trend lines on the chart at the moment, we can see we have two trend lines that sit very nicely within this green box. You can see here the bottom trend line is from the low at $48,700, and then the next at $52,435 is the next touch point. So we have this trend line going up, and the main trend line though that I'm looking at is this one here. This has very good confluence with our green box again, as we are still targeting that 0.382 at $86,690. Looking at as well the short-term daily fair value gaps, we can see that we have another fair value gap sitting in that green box. There are two here that sit within the range of invalidation, but these two are likely to be touched in the coming days or so, maybe even weeks, as this range has been for quite a while already. So we can see this one sitting at 85,144, possibly going to be acting as a good area to long, a good area of support. Now, for trade possibilities on the chart, starting on the 4-hourly time frame. On the 4-hourly time frame, I would only long from the 0.382 at $86,690. I've been saying this for the past maybe 10 videos that this area is indeed the area to long. I mean, if you look at the short-term fair value gaps, the trend lines that overlap, the 0.382 that overlaps, and our multiple scenarios looking for one more low, we can see that this is all in confluence with the 0.382. A very good area to long from there, and then targeting this last high in the green wave 5 at around $123,610. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Do join the Discord in the description, where you can get daily updates instead of just the 3 YouTube videos a week. But it's been MaxTradesCrypto. Cheers, guys.